Earth is now a desolate wasteland. A nuclear war destroyed humanity in an event called Doomsday. The war ended in seconds. Nobody even knew that the rockets were in the sky. It might even been a mistake, but it was far too late. The Earth and humanity were destroyed. Europe was swallowed in a giant wave, and the rest of the world did not last much longer. The nuclear blast took out entire cities in seconds. Animals went extinct and humanity ended. After that followed nuclear fallout. The atmosphere changed and became toxic. The clouds covered the sun, and most days it was either eternal darkness or gray skies. All the superheroes and supervillains in the world lost their powers during the nuclear blasts. Most of them also died. We then met Clark Kent, the former Man of Steel and savior of humanity. He is no longer Superman. He is now just a lonely man. Clark is the last survivor in Metropolis. All his friends and family are dead. The Daily Planet is now just a ruined building. Clark spends his days burying his friends and others. He lost Perry, Jimmy Olsen, Bruce Wayne, and now even his love, Lois Lane, has died. We see Clark carrying her body wrapped inside of his Superman cape. With her, he also buries his past as Superman. He is now just a man. He has lost his powers, his friends, and also his purpose. Now he spends most of his days searching for food and fighting giant mutated rats. In the past, when he had his powers, he could defeat these monsters in seconds. But now he has to fight with everything he has just to survive and not get eaten. Since Clark is alone all the time, he speaks to himself, and also sees hallucinations of the past. He sees his mother and father, Jimmy, even Batman himself. Clark starts to plant vegetables in parts of Metropolis. He wants to create a better life for himself. He now has to use a gun to fight off the mutated rats and cannibals. He feels shame as he uses a weapon that was once used by criminals. Soon after that, Clark sees a vision of Lois. She tells him that it's time to move on and go exploring the world. He has to leave Metropolis behind. Clark knew that this was just his mind playing tricks on him, but still he decided to leave. There was nothing for him anymore. Clark started to explore America and traveled all around. He fought many enemies on his travels, but he never found real humans or normal life. He even met a giant cat that was feral. He was able to tame her, and they became friends. He called this pet cat Kryptonite. Clark would ride his giant cat, and they would travel together. Some years passed, and Clark found himself in a giant jungle. Things were different in this part of the world. Nature seemed to be healing, and there was clear water. Soon after that, he was attacked by Diana Princess, the former Wonder Woman. Diana did not recognize Clark, but she was really glad that he was alive. Clark was truly happy that he finally found another human, and not just that, this was a longtime friend. For the first time in years, Clark shaved off his beard and he was finally ready to move on. Diana then led him to a city in the jungle. This place is called the City of Champions. It is a utopia where all the people have found safety. There, Clark is reunited with a lot of his friends, but also he spots some villains there. Joker is also there, and he's living a normal life. He's not a crazy criminal anymore. Cheetah, a former enemy of Wonder Woman, also lives there. Flash, Guy Gardner, and even Martian Manhunter, all of them are here, and none of them have their powers. Still, they want to live with humanity and build a brand new and better future. Another former hero is also there. It's Bill Batson, or, as he was called in the past, Captain Marvel. Right from the start, Batson does not like Clark, and he's jealous of Clark and Diana being such close friends. In the past, Bill Batson had a relationship with Diana, but she has since moved on and rejected him. Batson has always been jealous of Superman, and now he has to be second in command once more. The people that lived in Champion City tried to build it out and live in harmony. Clark soon became a leader, and he tried to help as much as he could. They needed to build out the city, also sometimes fight off the mutated attackers that came from the outside. Years passed and the city lived in harmony, and it was developing pretty fast. Clark and Diana started a relationship. Batson hated Clark more than ever. He was jealous all the time. One such time, in a rage, Bill Batson went into the jungle, and there he summoned his powers back with lightning and turned into Captain Marvel. He started to fly around, but soon his powers ran out, and he fell back to the earth. Even more time passed. Diana and Clark married and even had a son. They named their son Bruce to honor Batman. Bill Batson went into the jungle more often. He would call down lightning to restore his powers. Every time he did, his powers did not last long, but it also damaged the environment. The lightning strikes would cause changes in weather, and soon the entire planet started to be unstable once more. Finally, Bill Batson had enough. He started a revolution. He did not want to live with the other weak humans, and he took his own people and left the city. Soon after, they established their own town and started to build a society. In the meantime, Metallo gathered a giant group of mutants and started to attack everyone around them. Also, some of the heroes started to get back their powers. Clark was back to almost having full power. He could fly and fight like a hero once more. This was just in time for the giant wars that started. Bill Batson and his people started to attack the people of Champion City. Martian Manhunter, Cheetah, and even Diana were killed by Bill and his people. Bill personally killed Diana as revenge. After Clark found his dead wife, he went into a rage. A giant war started. Clark and Bill went to battle, and so did the people of the two cities. Clark also realized that all the things that Bill did have destabilized Earth, and the planet will soon fall apart totally. During the brutal fight between Superman and Captain Marvel, lightning suddenly came down and killed Bill. Superman then threw his enemy into the volcano. He did not feel any joy from this victory. Superman knew that the end was near. Slowly the heroes, villains, and mutants went to war, and the planet started to be consumed by lava and earthquakes. Superman was able to find a Green Lantern ring, and with it he created a rocket ship for his son Bruce. Bruce Kent is put into the rocket, and he flies off as Earth falls apart. In those final moments, Clark was left alone, but he was happy that his son had a chance to start anew somewhere else, just like he did all those years ago. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel.